Hey guys, really excited about today's video. Now this right here, I hope you can see at least part of it, is my vertical leaf Senecio. I'm actually going to be getting out the tape measure and measuring this momentarily because this thing may as well be one of the biggest examples I think I've ever seen. Now I have had this for quite some time and it is growing like crazy. In this video, I'm going to be repotting my vertical leaf Senecio or my propeller plant, sharing those crucial care tips as well as the soil composition that I'll be using. Now let's see if there's some sort of way I can just show you. This thing goes on and on and on and on and on. All right, guys, so as you can see, this guy is definitely tall and it looks like he is pushing around 44 inches. So, wow, definitely getting really, really tall. Yeah, this is crazy. All right, guys, so clearly this can't be caught all in one shot. Well over 3 feet tall at 44 inches. Whew, that's some hard work. All right, so I'm super proud that this plant, my vertical leaf Senecio, is doing that well. There's even more stuck in there. So I'm going to be repotting this today. I'm going to be using a support stake. Hopefully this will do the trick and get this guy repotted and share all of those crucial care tips with you and the soil mix composition and all of that. So let's get started. So guys, this is the mix here. I'm using about 50% or 1 part of a bonsai mix, which I'm going to show you in a second, to 1 part an orchid mix, which includes some composted pine bark, some perlite, as you can see. And I've also gone ahead and included some of my systemic houseplant insect control, hashtag not sponsored by this product or this bonsai mix that I'm using. Now the reason for the bonsai mix is Senecios do well in kind of a sandy, loamy mix, and they can be prone to mealybugs. So by being preventative and including some of this additive, it can really help prevent any sort of future pest problems, and I've had a lot of success with this product, so I'll be including some of that in the soil mix myself. All right, guys, so definitely root bound here. Good timing for a repot. Definitely due now. Yeah, I'm so excited to be repotting this. You can see there's a lot of new growth coming in, some new shoots from the bottom, but yeah, definitely gonna loosen up these roots before repotting. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm Tyler, and if you like what you're seeing or you find this video to be useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, or better yet, you can hit that subscribe button. Definitely leave a comment down below, and feel free to check out my merch store, tylermossop.com. All right, guys, I still just can't get over how tall this thing is, and so it's potted up really nicely, and I put a bamboo stake in here, which is probably only about 2 feet tall, so it's just kind of keeping it nice and stable, but obviously it's not helping the top portion kind of straighten out or anything like that. However, that being said, this thing has gone up 44 inches, pretty straight and direct. You know, it's not leaning too much, so I might have to kind of troubleshoot that if it does continue to grow. Now, these things typically don't get much taller than mine is now, if they even get this tall at all. So I'm kind of surprised that it's still going strong. We'll have to see. That may just be, you know, that may just speak to the conditions that I've given it. And I think that's kind of in part where my success has come. So in terms of caring for your vertical leaf Senecio or your propeller plant, ideally you're gonna wanna give these guys full sun. I've kept mine in a south facing window, a nice really big window, a slider actually, so it's gotten full light from the base of the plant all the way to the very top of the plant, all 44 inches. And in terms of watering, now I've watered this plant only when each of the little propellers looks a little bit sort of shrunken, or it gets a little wrinkly. So I haven't kind of followed any particular type of watering regimen. I've really used the plant itself to give me that sign or signal that it needs some water. And that's, like I said, when it starts to get a little wrinkly on the leaves or the propeller part. Now I just love the purple color that you get on the stem in contrast with the kind of that sort of moss green color of the leaves. And it's a beautiful plant. These are related to all of the other Senecios, obviously, string of pearls, string of dolphins, all of those, love those as well, have a bunch of those as well in Jeff's office, and those have been doing super well, but this one has definitely been doing the best just because it's so incredibly tall. Another couple of things to keep in mind are definitely the temperature. These are succulents, and you don't really want to expose your vertical leaf Senecio to cold or fluctuating temperatures. So be mindful of something like that, depending on where you're keeping it. Like I said, for me, I've given this guy full light. It's been close to a slider, so I have to be really kind of mindful in the winter time. Here in Boston, it gets freezing. It's way too cold, but I've moved this guy around just to keep it kind of happy and away from those colder temperatures. All right, guys, so I need your feedback. What do you think I should do? Should I keep letting it grow taller and taller? Should I try pruning this back and propagating more of my Senecio vertical leaf? I need your feedback, so please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think I should do in terms of letting it grow, cutting it back, propagating. All of the above are options, so please share your feedback as to what you think I should do. I know you can't see the top of this thing, but I'll be sure to get some footage of just how tall this beautiful vertical leaf Senecio is. Finally, guys, beyond the light, the water, the temperature, things that I've referred to in caring for your vertical leaf Senecio, I just want to kind of double down on the importance of the soil composition and using a sandy loamy mix. It's really important that when you do water it, the water can drain right through. That's why I've used a pot with a really large drainage hole and a little saucer at the bottom. And last but definitely not least is fertilizing. Now, this is a plant that you don't want to over fertilize. You just don't want to over fertilize it because it becomes super leggy, and you can get a lot of space in between the beautiful propeller bits or the leaves. So by fertilizing this probably, I would say probably annually, once in the spring or summer at the start of that growing season, just because there's not a lot of stuff going on in the soil mix because of the nature of how sort of sandy and loamy it is. So it is a good idea to give it a little bit of a kickstart every growing season, but beyond that, you won't have to do too much. If I could stress or reiterate anything, it's really, for me, it has been, I only water this when it looks like it is in dire need of some water. And I think that's been a large part of its success, obviously, in tandem with the really good, bright, direct full sunlight that it's got as well. So yeah. Well, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel or check out my merch store, tylermossop.com. Miss you guys already. Until the next one.